So welcome. The 28 most asked questions about working with an action coach. You know, business coaching is something we've been doing for 30 years here at Action Coach. Oh, by the way, I'm Brad Sugars. I'm the chairman and founder of the organization. And having coached business people for 30 years, it's really great to introduce someone new to business coaching. And the first question we always get is, so what is business coaching? Well, essentially, it's working with a mentor, working with someone who has a systemic methodology to help you grow your business. You know, like when you're going to bake a cake, you actually want to follow the recipe. Well, unless you're a genius chef, you've got to follow the recipe if you're like the rest of us, I guess. Well, when you're building a business, there is an actual recipe on how to do that. We've been doing this now for 30 years, and we have just over 1,000 partners around the world working with businesses from everywhere from China to Australia to Brazil, right through to England here in the US. It's all we're in over 80 countries doing this. And we work with you on a weekly basis. We help you plan your business on a quarterly basis and get an action plan together. We work with you every single week and meet with you every week to help coach you through implementation of everything. We help hold you accountable to growing your business. Really, with Action Coach, it's really four main things that we look for, and that is community, accountability, results, and education. We know that we're going to help you with knowledge building, and we have a lot of video training, all the different things. We have books, we have ebooks, we have downloads, white papers, you name it. We have all of that stuff to help with your education, and some of it you need immediately, and others of it's going to take time to get to that phase. We look at really making sure it happens at a fast enough pace to get the results you want, but slow enough so that it doesn't overwhelm you and drown you in too much new stuff to do, I guess, is the thing. And so every week as you meet with your coach, or every 2 weeks, depending upon the program that you're looking for, you'll get the knowledge you need to act on and build and grow the business. The coach will help you with accountability. You know, one of the biggest things that helps someone succeed is someone asking them and making sure they do get the work done. And when you're the owner and the CEO of the business, it's hard to be great at both jobs. Like, you know, the owner wants the CEO to do more, and the CEO turns to the owner and says, of course I'm doing more. And because you're both, it's hard to do a great job at them. And then the community, a big part of, well, business ownership is one of the loneliest jobs in the world. And so having a community of other business owners helps you grow and helps you learn from and with. And even the simple thing of learning that, you know, I'm not the only one with that challenge of growing my business. I think that's an important aspect of it. Question 2, why should I have a business coach? Well, the simple thing is, if you want to grow and be more successful, you need a coach. Whether it's a sports team, whether it's a great singer, no matter the greatest actors, the greatest people at their craft have a coach. And business is no different. You need someone on the outside looking in. See, 3 main reasons business coaching works is really that outside perspective. It's very hard when you're in your business. It's like the old forest for the trees thing. It's hard to see it when it's in your own company. You can see it in other people's businesses, but you can't see it in your own in a lot of cases. The second reason coaching works is that systemic methodology. At Action Coach, after 30 years of doing this, our system of how to grow a business is it's broken down into what we call the 6 steps. And you'll see other videos where I go through that in a lot of detail and explain to you exactly how we break down the mastery level into the 4 areas of mastery and how we educate you in those and help you implement those systems into your business to grow the business. But each of these things is a part of why business coaching works, that system, that outside person looking in. And third is that accountability that we already mentioned, you know, having someone to hold you accountable to get done what you need to do. Otherwise, in business, you know, a lot of business owners started out with massive dreams and goals, and they end up, unfortunately, in a position called, as long as I can pay the bills, it's okay. As long as I can make wages, it's good. And their goal for the week is just to make sure they don't go broke. And it's like, gosh, that is the opposite of what we want to create out there in the marketplace. We want to create thriving, growing businesses with owners who have less stress. See, most people come to us in business coaching for 4 things: team, So help with their team, help with time, working too many hours, money, need to make more profitability, or ultimately motivation. So they're the four main things that people come to us for, and that's why we use different methodologies of community, accountability, results, and education to achieve that. Question 3, tell me, who is Action Coach? Well, I've touched on a little bit of that, but we're a 30-year-old company. I started this business in Brisbane, Australia, and we expanded across all of Australia and New Zealand into Asia, then across the US, Canada, Mexico. We've won pretty much every award there is to win in both business coaching and franchising, being listed as the #1 business coaching firm in the world for many, many years. Our net promoter score is above 80 in the majority of our markets, which if you look that up, you'll see that's world-class and beyond world-class in a lot of areas, because our customers, our clients, our members love us. When we help you grow your business, it doesn't just change your business. It changes your life. You work less hours, you have less stress, you have more availability of resources, freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of relationships. All these things start to become a different way of doing it. We have partners. So we operate on a franchise model. So our partners across the world are invested in helping you grow your business. They are the local partner for the business, and they are there to help you. They build a team of people, same as you do, I guess. They build their business to help you grow yours, following the systemic methodologies that we've now used across the planet. I think if you want to understand more about us, jump on our YouTube channel, any of our socials, jump on actioncoach.com if you're not already on here listening to this video, and just learn as much as you can about who we are, why we do what we do. Our vision is the vision of world abundance through business re-education. When I started this company, I sat down and said, you know what, my goal is to help business people succeed, to help business people become great at what they do and therefore achieve better results at what they're doing, and thus create world abundance out there in the marketplace by re-educating business people. Our mission statement is very clear. You'll see our 14 points of culture listed very clearly. I believe who we are and why we do what we do is a very big reason for our success, and why after 30 years we're still growing as an organization and helping more business owners today and more business people today, executives, salespeople, marketers, than we ever have before. Coaching C-level executives and CEOs is one of the most joyous things we get to do. Helping you see results in your organization is really what Action Coach is all about. We believe that being in business should give you more life. We believe that by building great business people, we build great companies. So come join us for that aspect of education and coaching that work hand in hand with the accountability. What type of companies can business coaching help? It's hard to answer every company because some people just can't be coached. They don't want to be coached. They don't want to grow. So it's hard to say that. The types of companies that we coach most often, everything from medical businesses, dentists, doctors, to trades companies, construction, insurance, you name it pretty much. Last week I was with a few of our clients in dredging. And people like, a dredging business? Yes, they are business coaching. Manufacturing a lot, engineering a lot, technology, a lot of companies in that space, business services, restaurants. It's almost like an across-the-board thing. The commonality, though, is that the people want to get better. They want to get better themselves. They want better results. They want to achieve more than what they're doing right now. And in many cases, they've looked for a better way, but have not found one yet. And that's where the team at Action Coach really want to help you grow and get better results for you personally, but also for the business overall. Question 5, how much is coaching? Well, the answer to how much is coaching is ultimately free. Yes, you have to invest in it, but part of what we do here at Action Coach is we guarantee our results, and we know that within a period of time we'll get you making more money than you're paying us. So if you're investing $3,000 a month with us and we're making you 20 grand a month, it's a great investment, I guess, is probably the simplest way to put it. But yes, coaching programs start at $99 a month. We have our group and our book club programs starting that low, right through to major corporations that are tens or hundreds of thousands a month, because we're coaching across the entire organization, their executive team or their C-level team and directors. So the majority of business coaching, one-to-one coaching that we work with around the world is affordable for every business. And again, because you could be watching in any part of the world, I can't really give you exact numbers in currencies. But if you meet with the local team, you'll find that there's a program that is ready for your budget. And depending upon the speed of which you want to achieve your results, obviously the faster you want to achieve results, or the bigger the results you want to achieve, the more coaching or more training or more education that's going to be necessary for your organization. So we can start with very simple programs that work you up, or we can dive in full court press, bring the whole team to bear and dive in with you to get the whole organization moving. How will my business grow through coaching? Three main things that I touched on earlier can be expanded upon into this. The knowledge that the coach brings to the table and the knowledge that our Action Coach whole team around the world brings to the table, the education piece, the videos, the ebooks, all of that thing. That's step one of helping you get results in the business. Step two is actually the coaching, the strategies that the coach brings to bear. Our coaches are hand-selected, so we go through a lot of work to find them, train them, and build them into great coaches so that you get a great coaching experience and therefore great coaching results. The accountability part of that is really important, helping you and your team stay accountable to your goals and stay accountable to growth. You know, I often joke that big businesses have an advantage over small business in that they have a board of directors and shareholders who demand growth and demand profitability. A small business owner, as long as they're paying the bills and achieving things, there's no one demanding growth. And that's really what a coach is all about. Demanding that you achieve. You don't pay us to be ordinary. You pay us to help and coach you get to your dreams and goals, not just to fix the problems sort of thing. Fixing the problems can be done in a fairly short period of time, 3 months, 12 months type thing. But then we want to coach you into the growth and into achieving those dreams and goals in what you're doing. How will I grow in coaching? We take your business through a 6-step framework of building the business, but we also have a 6-stage framework for you as the owner, or as the business person, or as the CEO of the organization. We take you through your knowledge base and help you grow as a leader, as a manager, in your systems, in your planning of the organization. We help you become a great business person so that as you grow, the business grows type thing. So we try and grow the business and the leadership team in concert so that the business and the leadership team will grow together and therefore neither will restrict the other's growth type thing. What level of coaching suits me? The only way to really answer this is to look at what do you want to achieve? It's the old Mad Hatter thing, I guess, of, what do you want to achieve? Therefore, we know which road you need to take type thing. And so what level of coaching suits you really depends on the size of the business currently, the size of the dreams and goals you want, and how fast you want to get there. We start a lot of business people with us on just a 12-week educational program, and that is a great starting point to give people that very fundamental knowledge. And usually by the end of that 12 weeks, not only are you starting to get results, but you're also getting a better picture of exactly what it is you need in coaching and what it is, whether it's more education or more accountability or more actual detail coaching on the implementation and how to do things. But either way, you'll sit with a coach, and I know that your first time with a coach, and you'll go through these details to really understand what works for you. Plus, there's a whole bunch more videos here that you can watch that'll give you this stuff in real detail so that you can really make a great decision for yourself, your business, and your future. How can I be sure that coaching will work for me and my industry? 3 things make us certain that coaching will work for you and your industry. Number 1, you are the expert in your industry. We're the expert in growing businesses and business people. Okay, we don't purport to be an expert in your industry. We come together. We bring together your knowledge of your industry and your business and our knowledge of business and business people and how that comes together. When you bring together our knowledge in sales, in marketing, in management, in leadership, recruiting right people, building a great organization, in systemization, when you bring all of that knowledge together with your knowledge in the industry, we know that coupling of knowledge, that partnership works really, really well. Second reason we know it works is 30 years experience of doing this stuff. We know when we take someone on, and we don't take on everyone. I want to be clear about that. A lot of people that do come to us are kind of like, well, you need to come and get me the results. That's not the way coaching works. Coaching works as a partnership. We coach you, you implement. We coach your team, they implement. We educate you and your team, and implementation happens so that that partnership works really well. Third reason we know that it's going to get results for you and your business is that when you join us, when you become a member, when you become a client at Action Coach, we know your level of commitment. Your commitment to growth is a big part of why you come and join us. You know, some people are like, well, I'm not sure I need a coach. And that's great. We understand that you don't need a coach. You don't want to grow. You don't need a coach. Someone who comes and takes on a coach is someone who's making a commitment to themselves, their team, their family, their business to grow. And that commitment is one of the other things that we absolutely love about working with business people like yourself. How long does coaching take to get results? That's a how long is a piece of string question. Our guarantee is that within 17 weeks, we'll be getting you the results. So we know as long as we're doing the things and you're doing the homework and the learning and the education, that by the end of that 17 weeks, we'll have results in the business. Now, some businesses, we can get results in the first few weeks. Again, sometimes there's low-hanging fruit to take advantage of, but that's not always the case. Oftentimes, though, people can just watch some of my free videos or read some of the books or meet with a coach, and just those meetings or seminars or webinars or books or whatever it is will start getting them results. One of the reasons we do a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel for free or on any of our social medias or on our website if you read our blogs, one of the reasons we do all that stuff for free is that we believe that if you start getting results with us for free, you'll want to become a customer in our business and doing that sort of thing. How will I find the best coach for me? Well, I can answer that question with a little bit of fun and say they are an action coach. If they are an action coach, we know they'll be the best coach for you. We've trained them within an inch of their life, but on top of that, I think it's really about personality. And within each of our firms, we have multiple coaches. And as you get to meet with them, you'll get to get a feel for who's right for you. That being said, oftentimes we have our clients change coaches once they reach a certain stage of their business. It's like, okay, I'm ready to go to that next phase and we need to move them to a different coach. It's not always the singular one coach for your entire career with us. Oftentimes there might be a certain area of the business where you need more specific coaching, and so you might go and take on a 12-week program of coaching and education in, say, sales, or it might be in leadership or something along that nature, so that you actually get extra coaching in different areas. But a lot of the times it is a personality thing. You're going to be meeting with them and you've got to know, like, and trust them, the same as they've got to know, like, and trust you to pick you to be someone that they want to be the mentor of. I know when I first meet a business owner that wants coaching, I ask them two questions. So, you know, why am I here? Why do you feel you need a business coach? And then I also ask them, so why would I want to be your coach? Why would I want to take you on and take on the accountability and responsibility for you and your business? Because there really is a human connection. A great coach has a massive level of empathy and compassion and really wants you to succeed. They really want to help you grow. And so they take on a level of energy and emotion to working with you. And so I think it's got to be that combined relationship between the two of you. Is business coaching really worth it? Take a look at the testimonial videos, all of the reviews for our business if you really need to, but also understand this. You are the one who wins most out of coaching. Not only will you win from a cash flow perspective of increased sales and profitability, but the value of your business, as you build a better business, it gets to be worth more. Ultimately, we want to help you build a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you, a saleable enterprise, an asset that someone can buy. The vast majority of businesses never hit that stage because they don't have a plan to do it. They've never read the books. You know, I wrote the book, The Business Coach, to teach people this is the systemic approach to doing that type of thing. But if you start understanding the value you get because of the motivation you get, the extra time you get in your life, the reduced stress you have, the better the results from your team, as well as the financial impact. Add to all of that something that I think is so important to understand: building a community of friends that are business owners. And that's what happens when you join Action Coach and our community. See, we are a movement of business owners helping other business owners. Yes, our coaches are business owners. They're franchise partners. They run their own business and they're there to help you. But so is the community that they've built. We all believe in world abundance through business re-education. We all believe in doing it one business at a time. And maybe it's one of our community that introduced you to us because they are a believer in the fact that the more, the more. If you help grow your business and we increase your sales, your revenues, your profitability, we help you employ more people, more employees, more economic impact, everybody wins from that. And that's a big part of what it is. But that community is something that you don't really pay for, but it's just such a massive benefit to everyone. How long do I need to be coached? Is it a forever thing? Yes and yes. It is a forever thing if you want to keep growing and learning, but it doesn't have to be a forever thing. A lot of our 12-week programs give you a taste to get you started in what we do so that you have I'm going to commit to a 12-week growth plan and I'll start there and then I'll move into a forever thing if I see the benefits to it. So start where you're ready to. Ultimately, I want my favorite sporting teams to have a coach forever. I want my businesses to have a coach forever, my executives to have a coach forever, and have them keep getting better at what they do so that the business keeps growing. Build my people, they build a better business for me. And that's really what we're looking at with coaching. If we can help you become a better business person, then you'll build a better business. Won't this just mean more work for me? Most of the time, when we start working with a business owner, it's not actually about more work. Most of the time in the beginning, a lot of what helps them, let me be really blunt, stopping doing the dumb things and the time wasters is very important part of moving to success. You can't become massively successful by still doing the things that are costing you your success. So in the first usually 10 to 12 weeks, what we find with a business owner is that we actually find more time, and it's not about more work, it's about different work. It's about doing things differently. So yes, there is learning to be done, and that will take after hours time. The reading of books or the watching of videos or the listening to audios, that stuff can be done in the car or on the weekend or whenever it might be. And yes, you might have to reduce the number of hours of TV watching and, no more Netflix and chill. It's, Brad Sugar's videos and chill, or Action Coach programs and grow, I guess, is probably the simple thing. But rarely do we find business owners end up having to do a lot more work. Most of the time we find is that we change the work you're doing. Usually within the first 12 weeks, we help you find between 4 and 5 hours to work on your business, not in the business. So 4 or 5 hours of time back so that you can actually do the work of coaching and get better results. How will I find time to do the work? Similar to what I just answered, but there's 3 things that we do. We do look at a time and skills fund matrix. We'll do that evaluation with you as part of the first area of coaching so that we look at where you are at highest value. We don't want business owners who are doing the thing called saving a wage is costing you a fortune. Oh, if I do it myself, I'll save a wage. Yeah, but that stuff's costing you a fortune by not focusing on these areas. So we'll look at the highest productive areas in your business. We'll also look at the productivity of your team. We'll help you understand where your team can get more productive and therefore take on some of the roles that you are doing presently, and be able to delegate, build a system and a measure and a training program to delegate some of those tasks across. And third, we'll definitely, through coaching, hold you accountable to the most important tasks, the ones that generate the best results for the business. And so whilst not creating more time, it's creating better results for the time you've allocated type thing. That being said, a lot of business owners who come to work for us start to get so passionate about what they're doing again. I won't say immediately fall back in love with their business, but definitely over a period of time, they do fall back in love with their business. A lot of business people, unfortunately, it's sad to say, but they don't love their business anymore. Their business has become you know, how do I say it politely, a problem for them. It's not become something they love anymore. And if you don't love going into your business, imagine what it's like for your team, or imagine what it's like for your customers. You're the owner if you don't love it, or the CEO if you don't love it. What's it going to be like for everyone else? Business is meant to be fun. It's one of our 14 points of culture at Action Coach, and we want your business to be fun again. Question number 16 of the most questions that we get asked. Will I need money to implement the strategies I learned through coaching? Yes and no. Many of the strategies will not need cash to implement. Many of the strategies will be things that you can just do and change and edit what you're already doing, or use the existing budget that you've allocated to things like marketing or that sort of thing, and we can just edit that, change that, fix it, and get it performing much better. But yes, eventually there will be strategies that may need recruiting new team members, building new systems, adding marketing programs to what you're doing. So yes, eventually there will be that. And maybe in the beginning, if you're looking to scale and grow fast, you will need more of an injection of cash funding and that sort of thing. We do measure the business in the beginning to look at how fast can you afford to grow, because a lot of the times we can grow you faster than your cash flow or your humans can keep up with it. There's no use getting a lot of brand new customers and then you realize you can't deliver a great level of service for them, and so therefore you lose them type thing. We want to buy long-term, profitable, lifetime customers for that. Question 17, can you also train or coach my people? Yes and yes. Our training programs are designed to help you train your people. We find that a lot of businesses don't have the ability to develop a whole training department, so we would like to be your training department, whether it's customer service or sales or marketing or whatever it is, management, leadership. We can definitely step in and help train you and your people in the organization. And when it comes to coaching your people, yes, if it's sales coaching they need, or you have several managers in the organization that need management coaching to make them better at what they do, we can do the education and we can do the coaching with the people in your organization. But we also want to make sure we're coaching you so that the overall business is in growth mode, as well as growing the sales team and their performance, or the service team and their performance in all the different areas of the business. What results have others seen through coaching? You know, we can go with the dramatic of they've doubled and tripled, and in fact, a lot more than that, their profitability, right through to they've got a business that now runs without them. And you can watch our videos. There's plenty of them on our YouTube channel or on any of our website and social media that show you the results. It's our customers that tell you this. You can even go on our podcast and through our podcast, see the epic entrepreneurs who we've coached, and take a look at their stories, learn from and with them how they grew their business through coaching, and with the education that we bring here from Action Coach. What is the reason you focus on time, team, money, and motivation? I've mentioned these things a couple of times. The reason we focus on time is that we know that productivity equals profitability. If we can get more productivity into you, your team, we're generally building the profitability of the organization. Team, we know that to build a business that works, you need a great team that does that. And if you build the people, they build the business type thing. And that's really important. Money, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Every business that wants to grow needs more revenues, sales, profitability, all of those things that need to happen in a business. And sometimes we've got to get a business out of crisis in the beginning and get them into a decent cash flow position so that they are actually capable of growing into the future and can invest in that. And fourth, motivation. Well, it doesn't matter how long you've been in business. There are times when tough things happen, when negatives happen, and we need that motivation, inspiration to get through all of those things. It's being inspired every day in business sometimes takes a lot of work. There are some days where you just don't feel like it. And I think having a coach and a team of other business owners that surround you, that are part of your network, will help you get through those times. What is the CARE philosophy? I've touched on this already: community, accountability, results, and education. Our CARE philosophy really helps you understand that we're not just building an increase in profitability. We're building a better life, a better business. We're helping you create just a different way of being. You know, we believe in world abundance through business education, and so does our community. We want to help every business owner succeed. That's why if you look at all of the free videos and ebooks and everything we do, and I want you to share those with as many business owners as you can. I want you to help us achieve our mission. I want you to help every business owner, whether it's if you're a B2B, help every customer of yours grow their business by sharing with them what we do. If you're a B2C, help all of your suppliers learn and grow more. The more we help everyone grow and build the community, the better off the community is for all of us. The bigger the community, the better everybody is in that. Accountability, I think I've touched on that one enough times, but whether you need that massive one-on-one, I know for me, I love staying fit, but I still need some accountability from my trainer every week or two to make me push that little bit harder than I would have pushed to do it myself. But you know yourself, and you know that, hey, I do need one-to-one accountability, or hey, I'm very accountable, I'm very strong. I just need the accountability of turning up to meetings once a month or something of that nature to do it. The results come through the C, A, and the E, that education aspect to it. If you are learning and growing, so too. You know, you can't out-earn your learning is probably the simplest way to put it. My great mentor, E. James Rohn, said it to me simply. He said, son, if you want to be massively successful, you got to read a book a week. And I was 16, luckily enough, when I learned that, and so it's put me in great stead. These days with audiobooks, I get through way more than a book a week, but that's a phenomenal thing about technology, I guess. Is the coaching tailored for me personally? 100% yes. Every part of our coaching program, whilst following a recipe, is, the recipe for this. If you want chocolate with chocolate chips instead of a lemon cake, it's still a recipe, but it's tailored to you, tailored to your needs, your team's needs, your industry's needs, and the size of your business. There's so many different things that come into that. And when you meet with your coach, you'll get to see just how much they can tailor it for you, your business. And if it also means we need to add more training for you or for your team, then we can add that in, all the different aspects that we can build into your coaching program. So do I have to do planning? Yes. Yes, you have to do planning. We plan our business on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a quarterly basis, and then annual. But we don't want you to sit down and go, okay, I need a 3 to 5 year business plan on day one. We know that building training muscle comes from just starting with building the basics of planning, the basics of setting goals, all of those things. We will build you to be a better planner if you're not a great planner, and we will help you learn, and we have great systems to do that. Our technology allows you to do that very, very easily and very simply out there in the marketplace. Speaking of that, is there a technology platform I get to use? Yes, both your learning management system and your coaching system are online. You work through that technology to do your planning, running your business, reporting to your coach, keeping your numbers, measuring your success through the business, but also all of the learning you get to do through the online platform to learn more, grow more, be a part of the community. These are big parts of what will help make you successful. And that also then in other platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, where you can join the Action Coach communities and be a part of our Ask the Coach programs, where you get to ask any question you ever want and have the coach help you deliver on getting great results. But you're asking literally hundreds of coaches at any point in time in those online communities. And all of our other members can also contribute and help give you answers to grow your business or fix the challenges or make your dreams and goals a reality. What are the 12-week programs, and why do we start with a 12-week program? Many businesses come to us and start with a full business plan. Others start with our 12-week education program, and some of them start with just like we have an action club, which is our overall program for a lot of business owners. But some people come to us for CEO training. Some people come to us and get sales training to begin with. We run 12-week educational programs, and it's a half hour watching a video, as I've mentioned, and an hour of working with a coach or a facilitator and the group. And what that does is it takes you through the knowledge acquisition and gets you moving in the right direction. We do them over 12 weeks because we want to see learn, implement, learn, implement, learn, implement. And it takes about that long to grow a new habit, grow a new way of doing things, and get the results that you're looking for. Plus, we also find that people don't have a lot of time to get out of their day-to-day to go and do that learning. We don't want to pull you out for 2 days. And the problem with doing a 2-day thing sometimes is that you do 2 days of learning, you get 25 ideas, and you go back to implement, and you only get 1 or 2 things implemented in the business. 25, do I get to attend local events? Yeah, in the vast majority of markets around the world, obviously some people are in very scarce markets or sparse marketplaces, but in the vast majority of markets, we have local live events. One of the great things about Action Coach is that we are local and we are live. We are not just an online training program. We work with you locally. We build local communities of owners, and your coach is a local part of the community as well. Their team is, in many cases, live near or down the road. In many cases, they may have even been a customer of yours or you a customer of theirs in another business they ran at some stage. But definitely live and local is a big theme for what we do at Action Coach. Why do you also recommend reading and videos? Again, you can't out-earn your learning. We've got to keep learning and growing. The old saying of, you can't solve tomorrow's problems with today's solutions type things, or what got you here won't get you there. So it really is about growing you, growing your team, growing the people in the organization. And we do that through audio, video, reading, ebooks, training programs, you name it. There's one to suit your style and your methodology of learning for sure in the platform. Are there any guarantees? Yes, I've touched on our guarantees. When you sit with the coach, you can ask them about how that works and what are your responsibilities, because it's not just, hey, we guarantee it'll work even if you do nothing. No, you've actually got to do your side of the bargain for the guarantee to be available. But we guarantee to get your results. We know we're going to get your results, and we love that you're committed to your own results too. Question 28, how do I get started? Well, at the end of this video, you're going to get one of 2 options. Either book in with a coach or watch more videos, download more ebooks. So keep gaining more information to get yourself started, or book in, meet with a coach, get started today, and get your business on that road to growth. I really look forward to you being a part of our community and being a member of helping us create world abundance through business re-education. We're on a mission here to help as many business owners as we can, and we'd love you to be one of them. Take care, bye for now, click the button, come join us, watch some more, learn some more, or chat with one of the team.